Hey guys, so I blew out my hair today. I went from curly to straight and I really like how it came out. This is a silk press, so if you like my silk press, if you are interested in doing a silk press, keep watching and you will find out how I achieved this. Let's get right into it. We are going to be taking down these braids, so let's get into that. We are back with a scrunchie in hand. Okay, so like I said, see, since you have it in 3 sections, it's easy now. You can take this one section, swing it over. No, I'm not trying to look cute. We're not trying to look cute. So now that you have that one section out, brush, paddle brush. Mine has hair in it. It's my hair, so it's okay. And this. Okay, so now you take your paddle. You brush through. I had already taken heat protectant and put it in my hair and I just let it dry. So now I'm just going to be So this does not have to be the best blowout in the world, honestly. This is just to get a little bit of the naps out, mostly from the root. So I'm gonna go in again. So now you're just going to continue doing that. And take this next piece, swing it over, tie it back up with your other braid that you had from before. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look into my actual middle. Yeah. So now you have this fresh new piece. If you're feeling like you might get everything tangled in, my hair is long enough, I can pull it to the side. If your hair is not long enough, you can just get a clip and you clip it over to the side. Over here, what I would suggest doing at this time now is taking this big piece that you started off with and connect that, tie it up with this. Okay, so you should be looking like this. Everything tied up. Brush through it so that there is no knots. You don't want your hair to get stuck. I know you guys probably saw my face a couple times because I didn't brush through it as good as I should have. Okay, another thing to say is, I know there was a couple times that I was doing it like this, but make sure you keep the nozzle going down so then your hair doesn't go up and just blow back in your face, because honestly nobody wants that. That is the opposite of what we want. That's knots. We don't want knots. We just did this to prevent knots. So So now that I have this side blown out, I will be back with both sides completely done. Okay guys, so now I am back and both sides are blown out. Remember, my hair was already dried, so it wasn't supposed to be like the straightest thing in the world. It was just to help out a little bit, make it a little bit more smoother. But I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, I really love my blower. I put a Trooper sticker on it. I think it's cool. Okay, so now we are going to get to the most hated part of doing your hair. Well, if you have long hair, this should be your most hated part, because nobody, and when I tell you nobody, wants to do this. It's very tedious. So for everybody who has short hair, it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I had long hair. No, you don't. No, you don't. Your brush is your best friend when you're doing your hair. So, sectioning is key. If you want your hair to be flawless, sectioning is key. Did you hear me? We're going to say it one more time. If you want good, nice, Poppington, fleeked, slayed, sleek hair, you have to section. Sectioning is going to be your best friend, okay? And your worst enemy, all at the same time. So now my flat iron, it is Diane by From. I got this when I was in beauty school. So, and usually I would do this with an actual comb, but I don't have a comb right now. So this is perfectly okay too. Just drop my brush. See? Small sections, small sections. Worst enemy and best friend. And it's your worst enemy because it makes everything take so damn long. But it makes everything look. And oh, this is my trick. When you see, push it down so that your hand is gripping on to the hair. So that there's like some type of force to the hair. And I've seen people do this with a Denman brush. Maybe I'll do one side with this and then one side with a Denman, because I have a Denman brush in this room. Looking good. I was actually going to give it another swipe, but I don't think I have to. That is honestly why I like to do my hair the way that I do it. When you take your hair and you put your leave-in, oh that was too big. And when you put your leave-ins, too big. See? Small. And be consistent with your sizes. Be consistent. That is for sure. And make sure you are brushing through your hair. And it's good to always take your hair and pull it back and then feel it, because sometimes you'll feel that there'll be like an indentation, and that honestly means that you missed something. You missed something there, darling. I'm not sure if you guys can see all my hair. Sweetland. Oh gosh. Okay, so high key, low key. What's not good is what I was just doing. Once you finish, do not rake your fingers through it. Just finish and toss it over to the side, because then you mess up the way that you straightened it. You mess up your follicles because you're raking your fingers through it. What you have to do is let your hair cool down. Once your hair is cool, then that means the cuticle is already gonna stay in that shape. If you're messing with it when it's still drying, your hands can mess up the texture of your hair, and nobody wants to do that. You just spent all this time breaking through it with this hot tool that is a hot tool, so no matter what, you're giving yourself, even the littlest bit of heat damage is still heat damage. So that's just my little tip from me to you. I think this is like my first time actually making yeah, this is gonna be my first curly to straight hair video, so I hope that you guys like it. And at the end of the video I will show you what I used on my hair, because this is a silk press if you weren't aware. Did I think I lowered it. Yes, I did. That's what the only thing downside of this. It has the little, what do you call it? I don't know, I guess we're gonna call it a little knob, and I do not like that, because as you can see, every other time I did my hair it came. Oh, also, like I said, stay true to your sections. This is a really big section, so I'm gonna take that section in half. But I also do blame the flat iron. I like this flat iron because of how hot it gets, but I do not like the fact that the dial changes when you touch it. Obviously it's supposed to change when you touch it, but any little light movement of your hand and this thing is on 30 or something like that. Like, who put you there? Not me. Not from what I remember, sir. But you guys know how it goes. Oh, and there I go again. Don't break through your hair. It's hard to break these habits, you know? Something right here. I knew I saw it. See? No. Here we go. Not every strand of hair is gonna need as many sweeps as this one, but I like to be true, because I see too many videos where people are like, only one swipe throughout my whole entire head. You just saw it here. Flat irons mess up things, unplug. Come on, honey. Let's be honest. See, this is a big section, so I'm gonna have to take this section and break it in half. And I'm gonna do only this section of my head, and then after I'm done with it, I'll come back to you with the other sectioning done, because I honestly think that you guys really do know how to use a flat iron. I'm almost positive everybody watching this video is gonna know how to use a flat iron. But if you stick to the end, then I'll show you what products I used for my silk press, because my hair's popping. My hair's popping. I'm just touching it right now. I'm trying to see. There you go. It's like this right here is straight, but I felt the root wasn't, so I'm gonna take that back, and that's it. Oop, yep, now it's straight. See, sometimes you have to go into your scalp, especially when you're using this. This is like this, so it's automatically, you really can't get to your scalp, so just go back to your scalp sometimes. Sometimes I do get my scalp and sometimes I don't, so you know, you just gotta go back and forth. We know how it goes. We all girls here and boys. I'm really hungry. I wonder, like, is anybody else hungry while watching this? Like, what is your favorite food? Because I'm just hungry right now, and when I'm hungry, I'm one of those people that I like to know, like, what other people like to eat. It helps me, like, I think I don't know, I like envision it in my head, and I start to, like, I don't know, I start to feel like I could taste it. Anybody else is like that? Like, ooh, tell me what you eat, so then I could think about it, like, yes. Ooh, that is bad. Okay. Sectioning. Can we talk about it one more time? because that I could tell. I had swiped on the root like 2 times and it was not the way I wanted it. So we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna hit it. Sometimes this is also a good way to get a nice handle on your hair, and it'll give you some volume on the top of your head. See? See? It's like an automatic little bump now. Those are little tricks I learned when I was in the school of beauty. Not booty, beauty. But we all know I'm a clown. Oh my gosh. Now I'm thirsty. Okay, so that's one thing, because I always have water with me. If you are filming, if you are getting into YouTube, if you're thinking about getting into YouTube, hunty, make sure that you have at least 2 waters on hand. It be hot. It be hot in these editing rooms. I don't care what nobody tells you. Nah, deadass though, I feel like if you watch any video and somebody enters somebody else's editing room, everybody always be like, woo, like shocked at how hot another person's editing room is. And it's the truth. It's because everybody be having these hot ass editing rooms. It's because the lights, really the lights just beam down on you. So, you know how that goes. Or maybe you don't, and now you do. Because I just told you, hey, gang bars. I'm sorry, I'm just like almost done on one side, so I'm kind of having a moment. Remember, you squish that down. See, these are the struggles of somebody with long hair. You have to, whew, I feel like I'm doing a move. I want to know how old you guys are. Like, what is your age? You can guess mine. I think I'm gonna have a sandwich, guys. I'm weird, I know. Sitting here talking about food. I did that kind of fast. Make sure when you're going, kind of go, you know, not too fast, but slow enough that your hair is actually getting some heat. Because I used to do that too. I would zoom by, like I'll put it in, honey, the heat needs to actually touch the hair, you know? Like, you need to be making an impact in this shit. Oh, and here I go grabbing extra. Oh my gosh, has anybody watched RuPaul's Drag Race? I missed it. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. And I don't know where to watch it. I don't know. Like, I went on Logo on demand and I didn't see it, so I'm just so confused. I don't know, like, if you miss it, is that it? Did you miss it? I need to go back because it had 2 different textures. So, see so far. I think my hair is too long. I don't think you guys can see it all, but I don't know. So, we're doing good though. We're making good time. I think we're making good time. Are you making good time? Like, are you doing your hair right now as I'm doing my hair? Like, are we sister slaying? Because I think that's cool if we are. And if we are you hungry too? I'm gonna keep talking about food because I want you to be hungry because I'm hungry. because I like people to be, in all reality though, like in all reality, I really don't, I don't like to eat alone. I like when other people are hungry with me. Like, let's be fat asses together. I'll definitely eat alone, but it's not fun. That's boring. That's just eating. Eating with people, that's like a whole activity for me. Right? Yes, that's the skinny bitch, right? It really is though. Annoy you with food. Ooh, some Chinese food will be great right now. Broccoli. I love broccoli. Like, I love broccoli. That's like my favorite vegetable ever. Like, do you like broccoli? Because I really don't understand these American ass commercials always talking about like not liking broccoli, or in movies when they say kids don't like broccoli. I don't get it. I honestly, I don't even know anybody who don't like broccoli. Who don't like broccoli? You weird. I mean, I know there has to be people, and no, you're not really weird. But I mean, like, just a little. They're like people who don't like chocolate. Like, do you even have a soul? You don't like chocolate. How can I trust you? Oh, you know what was funny? Somebody recently asked me if I was a real ginger. And I was like, honey, look at these roots. Real ginger where? But it was also too, I had my eyebrows the same color as my hair. I don't know if you can see it a little bit. It's like a little bit the same still, but not really. It kind of went away. My eyebrows obviously grew out. And remember, guys, still skinny sections. I know when you start to end, you're like, oh, let's push through the bigger sections. No, don't bigger section, or your silk press will be it don't matter. It don't matter. Silk press or not, your hair will look ugly if you do big sectionings. They have to be skinny. They have to. And then also right there, you saw what I did? I was gliding a little too fast. Try to go at about this pace. Pretty slow. It just gives each follicle time to actually get hot and then, you know, change texture, because that is what the heat does. It changes your texture. But if you're not letting your flat iron stay on your hair long enough, then honey, it might not be your flat iron, it might be you using the flat iron wrong. Because I've seen that a lot before too. Somebody really, you know, the flat iron is not the hardest thing to use, but if you don't have a technique, which is in anything, if you don't have a technique, you're not gonna get the results that you wanted. Same way, I can call myself a carpenter, but if I don't really know what I'm doing, shit won't come out right, will it? So, technique is key, baby. Consistency is key, baby. Okay, so now that this side is done, I will be back with this side done and we will see how I look. And I was thinking about doing a length check, but I don't know. I don't really think we have to get down to the technicalities of it. As long as you have healthy hair, it really shouldn't matter how long it is. So I will be back with my hair done. Hey guys, so I just finished my hair. I think sorry, I'm getting a little sticky, but I think it came out pretty good. So I'm gonna show you the products I use now. Okay, so Design Essentials. This is my Silk Essentials, and this is how I did my silk press. I hope that you guys can see all of my hair. I know I have really long hair and I'm pretty short, and I have my camera up higher. So that I used. I used this. I love this. It was so good because it's like a lotion and I like that. So this is a Chi Infa treatment. It's a thermal protective treatment. And then I used the blow dry volumizing gel. This volumizing gel, I live the weight that it gives to natural hair, because usually when most people who have natural hair do their hair, it is very frizzy, like how I had it before I flattened it. That's usually how a lot of people's hair looks after they hit it with the blower, and that is because natural hair has no weight to it. You're not relaxing it, doing nothing. It is just the most softest follicle ever. So because since our hair is natural and there's nothing just to hold it down, we have to put products that are heavier. Now this, see, no. That's a nice jelly. I'm gonna open that and I'm gonna put that back in there because we ain't wasting nothing out here. And this is by the brand Big and Sexy. So Big and Sexy volumizing gel. And like I said, this Chi Infa treatment, I love it. I love it. It is very thick. It is like a custard. I would show you, but my hand is already pretty sticky and I don't want to do that. And then this. You put this on your hair when it's wet. You put all of that on your hair when it's wet. And you can do what I do. I put it on my hair when it's wet. I put my hair in 2 braids and then I let my hair dry with that on it. And then I blow it out. And then I put the flat iron on it. You do not, I repeat, you do not actually have to blow it out. When you do all the steps that I did, I only blow it out just to make it a little bit easier for myself when I'm doing my sectioning. But you could just go in straight with the flat iron because your hair is already dry. A blow dryer does what? It dries wet hair. But since you already did that, you don't have to. But I just take that step just so that it can be a little bit easier when I'm sectioning my hair. Hey guys, so I finished my silk press and I was editing and I just realized I didn't shoot you guys an outro. So if you liked this video, which I hope you did, and I know I was very talkative, but that was with the intentions of making this video for somebody who's actually doing their hair, so you have a video to watch while you're going along. I hope that you like it. If you did, please leave a comment down below. If you have something nice to say, say it, and if you don't. Bye.